So, okay, today we'll continue the topics which we discussed in the previous session, that is file upload. So, we created a program, right, to upload the text file. So, what type of file it is? So, what is the data format here?
Text is text.
Where is it? It's a tab delimited data, tab space data, right?
Yes, sir.
We maintained tab space here. So, what is the function module we used to upload the data into internal table?
GUI upload.
GUI upload.
GUI upload, right? So let me comment this. So we have class method also to do the same thing. The class is, what is the transaction code to open the classes?
SC24.
C24.
There is a class CL GUI some front end. I don't remember. This one, front end services, CL GUI front end services. Display. This is the class. This contains upload function module. Call method assign property. So first let's check what is this class CLGUI front-end services. This is the super class for this. So it is inheriting from this class CLGUI object. Is there any interfaces? We have one interfaces added to this. Go to methods. Upload, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Directory delete, directory exist, create directory in the client. So this is a utility class. File copy, file delete, file exist. So there are a lot of methods here. This one, GUI download, GUI upload. GUI upload is to upload the file to
Upload
internal table.
file
Download
to
is to download the file to internal
file
table.
to internet.
Sorry, download the internal table
Internal
data as a file.
file.
Okay. So let's
Yes,
check what
sir.
are the parameters for this GUI upload. Go to parameters, file name, file type, hash field separator. Hash field separator
Header
nothing but uh, for
tab.
tab space. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Changing and exporting. Exporting is file length. It's returning the file length, integer type, header, and the data tab. In changing, it is returning the data tab. Data tab nothing but it will convert the data into one internal table, right? Let's try this method. Now, what type of method it is? Is it instance method or static method?
Static.
Static
Static
method.
method. So we don't need to create the attribute. How to call this?
Directly through class name,
Go to
through
the
class type.
program. So I've commented the function module, web object patterns.
Huh?
What? So here we don't need the instance since it's not a instance method. Instance nothing but object. Select the method. UI upload. Where is this? Continue. So here we are calling the method. So what are the inputs we need to pass?
For
Since it's a tab
file,
separated file, so let's pass the file name, file path, name nothing but file path,
so
hash field separator, abap true or
X,
else.
so X,
You can also pass abap underscore
about,
true.
okay, sir.
In data tab, pass the internal table.
IT data,
Okay,
so
and enable the exceptions.
exceptions,
I'll show you one new concept here.
so
If subars in not equal to 0, what does that mean?
if there is an error,
There is a error,
so
right? There is a exception in this method, right? So these are not
so
function module exceptions. Please remember, object oriented class exceptions. If you go to the class, you can
so
see in exceptions. Where is it?
in methods, exceptions beside of parameters.
Yeah. So you have exceptions here. So these exceptions will be raised whenever there is a issue inside the method. So to read the error, but it will raise the exception. But if you want to read the message, if you want to read a proper message, how to read that message? For that, we use a function module. That is, it is common for many functionalities to reading the messages. Even we use this in BDC also to read the messages. That is format underscore message. This function module is to read the message into in as a string format. Okay, clear? So here we need to pass one
Yes, sir.
variable, enable all this message ID. It will automatically populate. Message language will populate the language. S5 hyphen
In LNG.
lang. Message number it will automatically populate and it will return the message. It will return the message. For this, we'll define one variable. So I don't know what is the type of this MSG. Let's check what is the type of this.
Format message.
Go to import. No, not import. MSG. Looks like there is no type.
Yes,
So
sir.
undefined. So we'll take some string. Okay. So let's pass the message here. So it will read that complete message into this string by combining the data. Okay. So this
Yes,
is the
sir.
message ID. You know what is message ID? We created custom message ID also, message class, right?
Yes, sir.
This is message number,
Yes, sir.
and these are the messages. Part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. It will combine all the messages into one string. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is the function module we use to handle the
Mess
messages?
format
Format
message.
message. Okay. So if there is any error, will display here. If sub is not equal to 0, format the message type E. Okay, like that you can combine that complete message into one string. Okay, by using format message function module.
Sir,
Yes.
Yes,
even in class methods also we can see this type of message calling, sir.
yes.
Ha.
Message
Okay.
is common for any object. You can use messages in any object, class methods, function modules, anywhere. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
usually we implement the messages after execution of any module or unit, depends on its output. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so but inside the function modules, usually for error handling we use exceptions.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I see. Yes.
so we return the exceptions, and depends on the exception we display the message. But if you want
Oh,
to call a message, or if you want to raise a message in class method, you can do it.
okay, sir.
Now I've implemented the method, so we activated it. Now let's check. I did not change anything except this class method. I think, yeah, this is the same file. Let me close it before executing. F6, subrc 0, tab x4, so no errors, so no messages, right? So this is how we can use class methods instead of a function module. Okay, no difference here.
Okay, sir.
Now let's quickly create this one with a separator. I'll take pipe separator. Let's see how to handle these kind of files. Save the file. Okay, so I've saved the file into pipe separated data. Now what are the changes we need to do in the program? Like how you need to create the program for file with a separator. Okay, do you want me to edit the same program, or need to create a separate program?
Edit, sir.
So before that, I'll show you one thing that is also very important. So now we don't have a F4 help to select the file.
Yes, sir.
Now let's add the F4 help to select the file.
Okay, sir.
So when we launch this method, we might have that F4 functionality here. Sorry, not F4. Okay, there should be some method available for F4, or for now we'll use function module. So this file exists, right? There is one method this one file exists, right? When we use this to check if the file is available in the folder or not. For example, if you provide some file name here, right? If you provide some file name here and that is not available in the folder, but we can use this file exists method to validate if
Sure.
that file is really available in the folder or not. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, we have file copy, file delete, right? You can use these options to delete the file, right?
Yes, sir.
So for F4 help, we have a function module. I think we have a class method also, but I don't remember the name. Let me check. F4 file name is the function module. Let's say 37. F4 file name, this one. This is the function module to open the dialog box. What are the inputs for this?
Program name,
Program name. Now,
field name.
program name nothing but sycprog you can pass, and field
Okay.
name nothing but parameter, file parameter, file path parameter. Whatever the file path parameter we have, we need to pass that. What is the output?
Yes, sir.
File name. It will
File
return
name.
the path. It will
Yes,
populate the
sir.
file path. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's try to execute. It will open dialog box like this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you can select the file from the your local system folders.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Got it, sir.
So in which event we need to call this?
It's selection screen.
Yes. In at selection screen event, we have to call this. It's just at selection screen.
In
Is it only at selection screen?
At selection screen on
in
field
in
value request. Value request
Yes. For which field?
for a P file. Yes, sir.
File path parameter.
Yes, sir.
Here I'll modularize this. Just don't confuse. I'm just using subroutines so that you can remember subroutines. Okay.
yes,
So double click on the subroutine to create it. I'll place it in the main program. If you select the first option, what it will do, it will create a include program automatically and keep that subroutine inside that include program.
sir.
Okay. But
Yes,
I'm
sir.
selecting the main program. So it will place at the end because after the
After
subroutine
an
definitions, we cannot write any executable
Yes,
statements,
executable
correct.
executable
right?
statements. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
If we pass in include, we will access it globally, sir, the subroutine.
Yes. If you keep
Yes.
it in an include program, you can use the same functionality in different programs also. Whatever
Okay,
you
sir.
keep inside this form and end form.
Yes,
Now
sir.
let's call the function module F4
Name.
file name, enable the exporting. These are optional. And the field name. What is the field name?
P underscore file.
In capital letters.
Sir.
What it is going to return? The file path into again p underscore file. What you need to make sure here? What is the type of
Cap.
what is the type of field name? Go to importing. What is the type of this field name? Here,
Then
since we are
for
passing the direct value, there is no issue. But here, file name we are passing p underscore file, right? What is the type of p underscore file?
Question. String.
String type.
Yes, sir. String type.
P underscore file is string type. Now, what is F4 file name? What is the parameter file name in F4 file name? This is data element field name structure hyphen field name. They are using structure hyphen field name here, but we don't know what is the data type of this, right? But
Yes,
our
sir.
parameter is string. Let's double click on to find the data type of this. What is the data type of this?
local
Local
Type.
component.
This is the data element, but what is the data
car
type?
120.
Car.
Char
Car, sir.
120. Both are compatible or not?
Yes, sir.
Ours is
String.
string. This is char
Yes, sir.
128. Both are
Yes.
compatible or not?
No, sir.
Compatible.
How? Ours is string. This is char 128.
Okay.
Both are not same type, right?
So, yes,
Yes.
sir. But
So what we need to do?
change it to car.
Yeah, if we change p underscore file to character or character 128, or we can use type local file, the data element, right?
Yes, sir.
That means it is character 128.
Yes,
You
sir.
did that change, but what about that GUI function module, GUI upload method type?
Yes.
What is the type of this file
Here
name?
string, sir.
It is string,
In
right?
GA upload.
You
Yes,
are
sir.
fixing F4 file name, but here GUI upload is going to fail since you changed
Yes,
it to
sir.
type character
Local.
128. Now both are not compatible here in GUI upload, right?
Yes, sir.
Now for that, what we need to do? Define a separate variable
Yes.
with type local file. That means character 128. Once you read that file path, then pass it to the original parameter. Okay. To fix that type conversion issue, since both are different types. Remember, there should be one method here in GUI CL GUI front end services to do the same thing. Get version. I'm assuming this is the one. Open dialog. Let's test this.
Yes.
Open dialog method. Alternative for F4 file name. I think it is. Server is not working. Let's wait. So to avoid the type issue, we'll define one variable. The type local file. Local file nothing but it's a data element character 128.
Yes, sir.
Let's pass this to, there is our, okay, it's in subroutine, right? At the end here, p underscore file, right? Now, once
Yes,
the
sir.
function module execution is completed, we'll be having that path in lv underscore path. Then let's pass that lv underscore path to
P4.
this one, right?
Yes, sir.
But when we are passing it in the function module, right, it won't accept. But after calling this, you can use this field to field mapping, right?
Yes, sir. In the parameters while defining p file, there we need to define it as a string, no, sir?
Because GUI upload input is string, file name input is string. That's why we are
Yes,
taking that,
yes, sir.
right? If you are trying to upload a Excel file, for Excel file function module, file name parameter is different. That is type local file. At that time, we need to take parameter as local file. Sorry, why did I change it? I should not change this, okay? So
Yes,
instead of
sir.
that, I have taken a variable, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now let's test this. So you can try file open dialog later, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let's test this functionality. Now you see we have a F4 option here.
F4L.
Now you can go to system folders and select the file,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
I think we should have a conversion issue since we changed the file as uh, pipe separator, right?
Yes, sir.
Now change the program according to this pipe separator data.
Pipe separators.
So instead of changing the program, I'm just copying the program into a new program,
Yes, sir.
local object.
Local object.
So change it. Now copied the entire program. Now what is our data format with file separator, right? A pipe separator.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Pipe separator.
Now what we need to do?
GUI upload.
Take one raw data type structure. Mm, okay, I'll take like this raw data. I'll take one field that is called some data record type string. I'll take it as string. Okay. So I've taken one type structure with single field, that is some data record. You can take any field name here. Type is string, or you can take character also, char 200, 300. the total length should be able to read that complete record. Okay, but here I'm not sure about the complete length of the record, so that I have taken string type. I'll take one internal table and one work area. I'll name it as raw data. Okay, now understood, right? What I'm doing here, I've created a separate type structure to read the raw data. Okay,
Yes, sir.
let's keep this as it is, this data structure with individual fields. Now here what I am going to pass, raw data internal table in the GUI upload function module. So that raw data will be read into this. Disconnected. Okay, now let's display raw data to GUI upload. I'll just display the raw data. Let's see
Yes, sir.
how it will display the data. Let's keep a breakpoint and check how the data will be uploaded.
Yes, sir.
It is slow. Okay, okay, keep the breakpoint here. Execute. Select the file. Execute. So how many records were able to read?
For
Four records,
For
but into
sure.
a single field. That is data record field. Data is in the raw format, just like file, right?
yes, yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
we have to
sir.
convert this data into internal table, right? With individual fields. We have to split this data into individual fields. Let's see how to do that. So after reading the data, I'll remove this GUI upload commented function module. So here I'll loop the data. So now what I am doing here, I'm
Splitting
splitting the
a
data.
data.
What is the field name? Is this the field name? Data record, right? Yeah. So this
Data
contains a
record.
complete record. This field contains a complete record with the pipe
Yes,
separator.
sir.
Now I am splitting the data. This is the statement to split the data. Not only this example, if you want to split the data into multiple, you can use a split statement, right? For example, to split your name, first name, middle name, and last name, right? You can use split name at space. Instead of separator, use space into lv underscore f name, lv underscore m name, lv underscore l name. So wherever it finds this space,
Yes,
right, it will split the data into these three variables. First part into first variable, second part into second variable, and third part into third variable,
third variable.
right? If there are more, so you have to keep on providing the variable names. Okay, so
Yes,
like that.
sir.
So here since we are splitting the record here with pipe separator, pass the pipe separator into, so to which fields we need to split? We are already having a work area, right?
ID. Yes,
We
sir.
are already having
Working.
a work area for these fields. That is this one, WA data. WA data hyphen EMP ID, EMP name, and city. Split
Yes, sir.
that record into,
EMP ID. Come.
Okay.
Spaces
Now
are
we need to split.
separated.
Uh, IT raw data is unknown. I think it's IT, not LT. Don't we have this work area? WA raw data, type raw data. Our work area is not required. We can use inline declaration. But in the old versions, you have to define it. Since it's a S4 HANA version with ABAP syntaxes, we are able to access this using inline declarations. Where is it? Data of. Okay.
Sure.
Now append not IT. Clear the work area. And also clear the raw data work area. Okay. Now I'll display the raw data here. Sorry, the data, actual data here. Now let's observe how it will work. What is the internal table we have taken for? Oh, I've changed the type. It should be raw data.
So, delimiters.
Hmm. So remove the breakpoint. I'll keep the breakpoint at the loop. Once the file is uploaded into raw data, then I will see how it is converting the data into internal table format. Hello. Okay. Now I have raw
Sure.
data in one internal table. So that contains only a single field. Now I am going to loop that raw data and splitting that internal table data into why I used to say that we should not write code after 60 lines or 50 lines. So we cannot see those complete statements in the debugger screen, right? That's why we should split the statements into next line. Now first record. So this is the first record and we are going to split the data into these three variable set populated, right?
Essence.
Appended to the internal table, clear it. Second record, we're going to split like that. It will continue and split the data. Now we have the data in the
Internal
internal
table.
table format. Now what is the functionality that you are going to apply? That depends on the program requirement, right?
Yes, sir.
So separator can be anything. So you can follow this logic, right? If it is fixed width, if it is fixed width, what you need to do here? Loop is same. Let's assume the file is fixed width file. Now what you need to do? You need to write concatenate statement, combining concatenate raw data is in this, right? Plus 0 of 10 is employee ID. Sorry, not concatenate. Why I'm doing this? Employee ID equal to this one. If it is a fixed width without separator, 10 of 20 is
Employee name.
employee name. So
30 of
30 or 40. You have to write like this. Okay.
yes, sir.
So this is how we need to take. If it is a fixed width, I'll just try executing this 0 of 10. I'll take like this. So anyway, all of them are having mostly same width, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'll just build a sample logic. 0 of 3 for employee ID, 3 of,
3
Sir,
of
accidentally I end the call, sir.
sorry?
Teja.
Okay. Mm,
13 of
let's take some 10. Okay.
yes, sir.
What is the maximum width we have for the city? 9. Let's take some 8. See, this offset split is not specific to data conversion programs. We use that for different functionalities. We should have do this in another server. It's randomly not working. See, if we keep on discussing about the small topics also, right, it will take 15-20 minutes. Again, we cannot skip them. It will take time. So activate it. Let's keep a breakpoint at loop. So we have 4 records in raw data. So this is the complete record and this is the offset. Okay, clear?
Yes,
This is
sir.
the offset of that values. I think we have taken
Yes,
incorrect
sir.
offset.
I think.
So we have to take 15 of 8, not 15, 16 of 9 maybe. Yes, 16 of 9 is the correct city. And here we have to take 4 of maybe 12, 11 is enough, right? First one is correct because we have a separator, right? I think we
Yes, sir.
excluded that separator and calculated it. Okay. For separator is at the fourth position, so we should not take the fourth position. From fourth position, next 11 characters. So it will populate the data into three variables, right? We can use offset when we have fixed width. Clear?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
To know the length, to know the length of the string, we have a function here. Total length of the string equal to strlen of which one? This one, data record. To know the total length of the string, you can use any variable, whatever, to find the length of the string. Okay. If it is a old version, use integer type lv length, the type int. Let's test this. So strlen function is used to find the length of the string. For example, to know total number of characters in your name, so you can use strlen, right? Length of the field, the value, not the field. So that is 25. Total length of the string is 25. Okay. So we can use strlen to calculate the string length. Okay. For example, employee name length or city length, like that. Total number of characters in a variable. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Understood, right? About file
Yes,
download.
sir.
We are downloading it using GUI download. We have already a method, class method, right? You can also use that. We are downloading the data into an Excel in the form of Excel file. Let's try Excel file upload. I'll copy this data. Instead of text file, I'll use Excel file. Change it. I'm removing this raw data structure, but I don't need because I don't need raw data structure for Excel file. I'll just keep only the data structure with reference to Excel file. Same fields, whatever we have in the Excel, I'm going to keep here. Path, I'll keep it as it is. File browse, I'll keep it as it is. GUI upload, this is not going to be supported for Excel file. I'm removing this GUI upload function module. Okay. Raw data, for now I'm commenting this. I don't need this. Now, first let's build an Excel file. some data you can take. Okay, so I have three fields. You can also take different number of fields. Let me save it. Employee upload. I'm naming it as employee upload. Now observe this. We have three different fields here, right? Now create your program. So I have employee ID, employee name, and city. Instead of this, you can take the data elements. Okay, instead of these data types, you can take the data elements of these corresponding fields. Go to the table and check what is the type of employee ID. Take the data element. What is the type of employee name? Take the data element here. Or let's take data elements. Just demo employee display does not exist. Looks like someone deleted. Looks like all the previous tables are deleted. Okay, you know, right? You have to take the data element here, corresponding data element from the table. Keep it as it is. Now file browser is also as it is. Now to upload the Excel file, we have a function module, that is text convert XLS. I think there is some function module, not test text. This is the function module which we use to upload the Excel file.
Excel file.
Test convert XLS to SAP. Okay. Now, what are the parameters we have? Field separator is not required because we are not using any separators. It is Excel file format. Is there a header for this file? Is there any header? Header is there, right? Header line. Employee ID, employee name, city. This is the header for this file. Header is there, right? Header is there. Line header is there. That's why
Map true.
map true or X. Okay. Field separator, comment this, not required. Now we have to define one raw tab for this. Same type as this one. To find the type of this raw tab, go to this uh, raw tab type truck street text data. This is the, what is this? It seems it's a table type, right?
Yes, sir.
Double click. Types, it's a table type with reference. What is the type? What is the type? It contains char C with length 4096.
9.
This is how we define the table types using code, right? The total length is 4096 characters, 4096 characters. So this is to handle the raw data. Okay, actually we don't need to fill anything here. Just close this. Just copy this and define one variable with reference to this struct type. Lt underscore raw type. Is it internal table or work area? Since we are taking
Internal tab.
table type, it works as internal.
Internal.
Take the same type, whatever we have in the function module. Now, what about the file name? Let's check what is the file name. File name type RLGRAP file name. Double click on this. Type local file, right? Char 128. For this, what is this file name? This is nothing but path, file path, right? That is p underscore file. But if you look at here, what is the type of file path parameter here?
String.
type string. But here it is
Car
type local
128.
file. Local file nothing but character 128. So I am changing it to type local file, that is character 128, and both are compatible right now. Both are compatible, right? Function module parameter and this one. Yes or no? I have changed the type of the parameter to local file. This one also
Yes,
contains the
sir.
local file, right? Type local
Yes,
file.
sir.
If you double click on this, what is the data element? Type local file.
Local file only.
Both are same now. But let's check in the file browser. What about the file browser? We did some changes, right? We have defined one separate variable because they're not compatible. Now I can directly pass it here. I don't need to use a separate variable because p underscore file name is char128 now, right? I don't need to use a separate variable. Got it right?
Sir.
Now IT converted data. Now what we need to pass here? The internal table which we defined. So this internal table should refer to a type structure, and the order of the fields and the total number of the fields should be same as the Excel file structure. If the first field is employee ID, in the type structure, first field should be employee ID. Second field should be employee name. Third field should be city, right? Same fields, same type, just like file, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Pass IT data here. So observe one thing, like you should always close the file before executing the Excel files, right? There is some dependency. Sometimes it won't execute if you don't close it, okay? Close the file
Okay.
first and then execute your program. Before that, we don't need to use this loop to convert the data because it is automatically converting the data into the internal table, right?
There's no separate.
Just display it. Check. That's it, right? Define one internal table with reference to the function module parameter for raw data. Pass the file path here. This file path parameter type should be type local file. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Keep a breakpoint. Select the Excel file. Employee data upload. This is the one. Execute. F6. Hello. Check IT data. So how many records? 6
6.
records are uploaded into the internal table into corresponding fields. Is
Yes.
it uploaded the header?
Yes, sir.
Header?
No, sir.
No. Header data it did not upload. Only values it is upload because
Yes, sir. We have assigned and header
we are using this one. We are saying that there
line.
is a header record. Don't take that because that is not a value, right?
Yes, sir.
That is for our indication. What is the value it is, right? So this is how you can upload Excel files into internal table. Rest of the logic depends on the requirement. Clear?
If we simply take field values without header, if we'll assign above false, sir.
Or leave it blank or just
Okay.
comment it,
Okay, sir.
right?
Okay,
Then
sir.
it will read the header data also. Employee ID, employee name, city.
Yes.
It will read
Okay.
that as that data also as a value. All right.
So,
But
yes.
when you are having quantity fields, right? For example, you will be having a issue when you upload the header. For example, you have quantity field. You have maintained the quantity. What is the type you have to take in the type structure?
Correct.
Some integer type, right?
Yes.
Numerical type, packed decimal type, right? But when you accept the this one header record also, what is the type of the quantity? Character data, right? Its
Yes.
name.
Yes, sir.
If you don't pass that flag, right, file conversion will fail because the data type what you are taking here in the program is not compatible with this one,
Oh,
and also it's not a valid value, right? These are
yes.
just for our understanding what is the field it is. We should not upload that into SAP tables, correct?
Yes.
So like this you can upload CSV files, right? Different kinds of files. So after uploading the file, you can call a BDC program or you can call a BAPI.
Lab.
You can insert that data into internal database tables. That's up to your choice.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, we'll stop here. So in the next session, we'll upload the data and run the BDC and BAPI programs. Okay.
Okay, sir.